Hey guys, headed home into rush hour traffic. I started to do a vlog today and I probably got about, 11 or 12 minutes into it and had to take a quick turn and basically nuked it. So I'm going to look at some subjects that you guys have asked me to cover and make them hopefully a little shorter and not so long-winded where I'm just droning on and boring the absolute ever-loving shit out of you. So an easy one and a quick one. Harry wanted to talk to me about bar maintenance and maybe just some basic equipment maintenance. The thing about most home gyms is not like commercial gyms. Commercial gyms are going to have most times adequate HVAC supplied, where the air is not too humid, not too hot, not too cold, and that consistent air tends to keep the bars in fairly good shape. Unfortunately, in most commercial gyms, the quality of the bars are fairly crappy. Not all, but anyway, the point is, most home gyms like mine, like Penny, for example, or Harry, most of the time we might have a air conditioner and or fans. In the Olympic gym that I used to train in, there was no air. There was one fan until I brought fans. And so to keep cool, as an example, what I would do is on my way to the gym, I would get a cooler and 2 bags of ice, and in between I had temps, because it was in the middle of all, we were competing at World Cup in August, so July here, as Matt Kerr can tell you, is pretty damn hot and extremely humid. So between attempts, I'd lay a bag of ice across my shoulders until I cooled down. So that's extreme, but what happens in those situations, and it's more about humidity, is those bars will get some surface rust. Now I'm going to tell you this, I don't give a shit what you've got going on in your gym as far as HVAC and dehumidification, and you clean the bar every day, and you're just really anal about it. I don't care. It's not going to prevent some surface rust, and by nature of the chalk and their sweat and just the usage and everything, you're gonna need to clean it from time to time. I keep a couple of wire brushes, or a nylon brush will work, and brush them out, brush all the chalk and stuff out of them, and use WD-40 on the knurling. Now remember, WD-40, although a lot of people use it as a lubricant, is really more about water displacement. And then on the bar ends, depending on the type of bar, I'll put a little bit of white lithium grease on it, but use it very sparingly. A little bit goes a very long way. And just keep a few rags around. You can get like a pack of terry cloth towels at Home Depot, $10, and that'll be plenty for you to do equipment maintenance for the year. If you do happen to have machines or something like that have the steel rods, what we've always done to keep them clean, and just periodically do it, is use transmission fluid. It cleans all the dirt off and lubricates it and coats that steel. I don't know why. It was just something I learned from another gym owner, and that's just what I do. So other than that, I know people that have sleeves, or they put them in a little burlap bag and stuff, but once you touch that bar, once there's your sweat and salt and chalk, you're gonna see some wear, you're gonna see some surface rust. So when you buy a new bar and it comes out of the tube and a piece of metal has flaked a little bit, or there is a little bit of surface rust, don't panic. It's still a bar. It's just the nature of the beast. So hopefully that answered your question about bar maintenance. See if I can turn this off and not crash. Apparently not.